Are there medicinals allowed on this?
I can edit that out. Don't worry. I don't know.
No, leave that
Maybe.
in. Leave that in.
Okay.
Leave that in.
Fellas, welcome.
Welcome.
Glad to be on the
Week
show.
1 is in the books.
Yes, sir. Well,
And
welcome
I'm
back,
Christy.
one of the OGs.
One of the OGs.
I'm back on the
Mr.
show.
Robert
Fit
Jones
it into my
himself.
tight schedule.
Yep, finally
You know,
made some room.
ESPN hit me up. I'm in talks with them. They're trying to get me on First Take. So
He's
Are
a
you gonna-
sellout.
yeah, I'm
bully
moving.
Stephen A?
Yeah, I'm moving up. So
You know the vibes.
Big baller moves. You know how it goes.
all right, first
First
topic
week.
of discussion.
First week is done with.
Yes. Should we just go in order for the games?
I think we
Yeah.
do, starting from the Thursday night all the way to the Monday night in order.
For Thursday, let me just say I told you on the pod last episode. I literally told you it's money. I put 10,000 on the book. I'm up.
Where's your money then? Where's your money?
I can't show you my account right now. I can't show you my account. That's flexing. I don't do that.
You don't flex?
Yeah. Only his accountant can see his account.
See?
Are you the accountant?
You'll have to get in touch with my lawyers if you want to see my bank.
If I can ever find your lawyers, yes, I will.
All right.
So let's see.
They're out
The
there.
Lions had won last week, 21-20.
Mm-hmm. What are
Obviously,
y'all's takeaways?
yeah, obviously the
Lions defense is good. The Chiefs just suck. We knew that they weren't going to be that good coming out. Let's be honest. We knew that they were going to kind of lay an egg. They have no weapons, especially with Kelsey out. I mean, even with Kelsey, I don't even know if that would have made much of a difference. Granted, he is a big playmaker, but still, they need receivers. Not one of their receivers can hang on to the ball. Mr. Butterfingers over there, and with the rest of the candy bar crew. So
Candy bar crew.
Oh man, Kadarius Toney.
Hey, I copyright that. None of y'all can use that. Copyright.
Okay, the candy bar crew got it. Kadarius Toney was just terrible, and it was completely obvious that they missed Kelsey and Chris Jones.
Yeah, I think it was more obvious with Kelsey because their defense only allowed 14 and low-key looked solid. I mean, Chris Jones out there would help, but I mean, Kelsey was the biggest L. I think if they had Kelsey, they would have had way better chance, but I think the Lions just came into this game way too hot. Dan Campbell had me fired up for the game.
Hey, man, 3 fingers and 1 ass cheek. We're going to bite your kneecaps off.
Yeah, dude's built to coach. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah, he's built for the sport.
Yeah.
Whether it's coaching, owning.
I mean, wasn't dude a lineman for, I don't know, did he play for the Vikings?
He played for the Lions and Dallas.
He played tight end for all those teams.
The dude's a dog. You gotta be a dog if you're on the line.
It's the most doggish team.
Yeah.
So, and then you got the Bengals versus the Browns.
I just want to say, so last thing I just want to say, so we're sticking with the Lions to win the North?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay,
at this point, I got Lions winning the North. I can see it. I genuinely see it.
Yeah, no doubt.
But the Bengals and the Browns, Bengals putting on their banger of a week 1 performance once again.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah. They suck in week 1 every single year.
They folded.
Burrow just looked terrible, bro. But I mean, he did last year, so I'm not taking much from this game.
Last year, he lost to Dallas.
Well, he lost to Cooper Rush in week 3?
Week 2.
Week 2. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't take much from the Bengals' first 3-4 games, to be honest, dude. I really don't. They always come out, lay eggs. Burrow looks like trash. People overreact, and then they end up back in the playoffs.
I don't think Jamar should have mentioned the whole elf thing before the game. It was so
Myles Garrett dancing before he was getting
sacked. He hit him with the fucking crossover over the center and then got back there for the sack.
Facts.
That is the most disrespectful thing I think I've ever seen.
Watson didn't impress me, though.
With an absolute laser to the defense, I saw.
Yeah, I don't care. Watson's just not impressive. Dude's not looking like a $230 million quarterback.
No. What do you think, Mr. Loudpack?
I mean, the Browns are still the Browns. Organization doesn't matter who you put on the team; they're not going to play well. I don't think they're coached well. Uh,
I
Bengals
agree.
came out and laid an egg. Burrow still might be suffering from injury. We don't know how well he is. I mean, well enough to play, but I don't think well enough to get a dub. The Browns defense will always be good. They got, dogs up front and dogs in the secondary, so they came to play. And I just think the Bengals offense laid an egg. Defense played well, but the Browns are still the Browns. Bengals will pick it up. Joe Burrow's gonna, get his feet right and get his feet under him, and so will the Bengals offense, and they'll turn out 11-6, record at the end of the year.
I give it to
So they'll be all right.
week 3 or week 4, and that's when Joe Shiesty fully comes out.
Facts.
So,
No, I agree.
and then we had the Texans versus Ravens.
Lamar
How
looks
about
like
that?
trash. I can't wait for this. Dude.
How about that Odell hype?
Yeah, now there's rough. Like, I don't know, dude. I'm not giving the Ravens any benefit of the doubt. First off, you played the Texans.
Yeah.
Second off, all that offseason hype and preseason talk about that Lamar to OBJ connection. That dude had one reception all game? That he
I think he
didn't
had
get
one
until
reception for maybe 20, 30 yards or something like that.
Yeah, that he didn't get until like the fourth quarter. Lamar looked terrible. Zay Flowers, I'll give his flowers to, though. That dude's a baller. And they're going to miss Dobbins. They're going to miss Dobbins because he's gone this season yet again. And I think they lost somebody else, too, in the secondary. Not the Vikings. The Ravens always struggle with injuries and stuff. On the Texans side, though, I liked what I saw from their defense and what I saw from Stroud, even though he didn't put up a touchdown.
Stroud's first completion was to himself. He was 25 for 44 with 250 yards.
Yeah, 28 for 44, 242. He balled out, dude.
No picks.
Yeah, for them to throw him out there in his first game and have him throw the ball 44 times and not throw an interception is mad impressive. Especially,
well, I mean, I said it before and I'll say it again. He balled out in that championship game, and I always when I seen that he put the team on his back. Like, that dude's a real baller. So it's not,
Maybe CJ Stroud will be the first Ohio State quarterback that successfully transfers to the NFL.
It's going to remain to be seen. The Texans, I don't know. They still need a lot of work, but it's a start. CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I'll be honest. If I was a Texans fan, I would have hope.
Oh yeah, there's a bright future there, dude. It's like I said on the last pod, man. Like, I don't think the Texans are gonna win the division or get close to it, but I see them winning 6 to 7 games, which is a big ass upgrade.
Yeah, versus what, 1 game?
They won, I think, 3 last year.
I mean, they came out and beat the Ravens, and with all the hype the Ravens had with, offense, defense, adding people, Lamar, OBJ, all their weapons, for them to come out and play that well against a team like that, needless to say, the Ravens did not play well at all, but you can't take anything away from the Texans. They came out and they came to play, so.
That's a moral victory for him, deadass.
Yeah, that's a big dub. That's a big dub opening, because they were heavy underdogs. The Ravens were minus 500. Texans were plus 4 something, 3.
The odds were crazy on it.
Yeah.
And then who else played? Oh, Bryce Young versus the Falcons.
So we got both teams sucked. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
They look terrible.
The whole AFC South looks bad, to be honest. To an extent, we'll get to the one game in a minute. But yeah, dude, Bryce Young looked like shit, and he has the best offensive weapons out of any of the rookie quarterbacks, and he genuinely played the worst. Not giving him any credit at all, or the Panthers, because their defense kept him in the game a good amount of time. Ritter, I don't know what's anything to do with that man. They barely had that man go out there and pass. He only put up I think 100 yards flat in a tud. The fans are getting hyped because he didn't throw a pick. It's I get it, and you game manage very well, but you're gonna have to do more than that if you're gonna want to win.
His only tud was a toss to Bijan behind the line of scrimmage, and Bijan.
And they gotta utilize that man more. You don't waste the 8th pick in the draft and run Algier 10 times more than him.
Yeah.
That dude Bijan could be an issue on
that's kind of the same with the Lions and having Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, they had Montgomery in for 90% of the game when Gibbs is averaging 6 yards a carry, breaking tackles. So
You got to feed who's hot. So
just look bad, just terrible. I now have no hope for Bryce Young during the season.
I never did. Again, I'm not trusting a quarterback that's shorter than me.
But is the Panthers O-line even that great? I mean, let's be honest. Has it ever been that good in the last couple of years? Like,
it's not great, but it's not complete and utter shit.
Yeah, it's all right. That's what you would expect.
Well, I expect shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And then let's see. Yeah, the Commies versus the Cardinals.
I'll let you go first.
Yes, sir.
I'll let you hold on to that one.
Yes, sir. Offense was shaky. Cardinals defense, something to be said. They definitely came to play. They always play us hard. I don't know. Maybe we just suck, but I mean, there's room for optimism. Hal came out and had some bad plays, made some mistakes, but I like the way he bounces back and puts the team on his back to get down the field and make up for that mistake. We should have hung a lot more points on the board. Our O-line is still shaky as fuck, even though we added some decent pieces and added a piece from the Chiefs. I like Bieniemy's play calling, though. We push the ball a lot more on certain downs rather than just taking like a dump ball for 3 or 4 yards. So I like that. Brian Robinson, I like the run game. We definitely could have played better on offense and defense. It shouldn't have been that close, but I'll take the first dub. Yeah, I mean, I like there's room for improvement. So, a lot of negative things, but there's still a few positives along with the dub. So,
yeah, no, I completely agree. To be honest, I think there were some little glimmers for Washington. Again, like I said, I really feel like they should have came into that game and absolutely blown the Cardinals out of the water. But I mean, the Cardinals, the way they played like Alex Smith played for Washington. Like Josh Dobbs, I think literally was hitting like behind the line checkdowns almost all game. Very short passes, game managing.
There was a few 10+ yard passes.
Yeah.
He made some plays. We weren't getting as much pressure in the first half as we should have. I think it was just their defense that came to play more than anything. I mean, you have Buda Baker all over the field.
They were laying hits on y'all. And I will say, I did like Sam Howell's composure. He didn't seem to fold after he made a mistake or anything. And I'm just glad y'all are actually utilizing Robinson more than Gibson at this point right now.
Yeah, I think Gibson needs to be let go. He's a fumble machine.
Yeah, dude's a bum.
Hold the rock.
I'm hip. Dude's a bum. And I like what I saw out of Emmanuel Forbes. I'm telling you, that man's going to be a problem.
Yeah, he was locked down. I like the way, still a rookie, you know what I mean? But he's definitely going to be a big corner. Our secondary is nice.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot better than what it was last year.
Yeah, our defense is, I think, going to be like top 10, top 5. I wouldn't say top 5, but 10. Top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
8, 7. I was surprised to learn that we were like first and third downs last year, which is surprising because I didn't see that in any game. It looked like people just ran the ball up and down the field at will.
Yeah, facts.
But I don't know. It's still nice. I feel like last year we would have found some way to blow that game, blow it, and either not score or allowed a late touchdown or field goal to win. And it's nice to see us pull out a close game, like you said, and I said as well about how keeping his composure and coming back after a mistake, the way he bounces back, I think is something that we haven't had for a while. But yeah, he's got a laser, he's got a rocket on him. I think he's gonna be decent if we can just keep him upright and our O-line plays better. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I mean, I still think 9 and 8 for us, but there's room for hope.
Yeah, my thing with the game was, I mean, it was obvious mistakes, but it was some of the most like smallest, simplest mistakes that you can just like easily fix going into like next week's practice or next week's game. So the way that I see it is like, even though they only won by 4, I still think that it was like a major win for them because as it was like you were saying, the composure of Sam Howell after he fumbled the ball and they returned it for a touchdown, he was able to go back out there and do some pretty good things. So I do give Sam Howell his flowers for that game. So I think you fix those tiny mistakes like that fumble. I think you're going to do pretty good for the rest of the season.
Yeah, he's got to learn to throw the ball away.
Yeah.
I feel like a few times he's tried to make a few plays that he should have just let go and just take the loss it down instead of a touchdown or a sack. So he fixes them, we'll be all right. And please, if they're listening, let Chase Young go for the love of God.
Please.
Y'all will, dude. You didn't pick up his 5th year. You're not gonna re-sign him unless he comes back from his injury and puts up like 14 sacks. There's no shot.
Loved him in Ohio State, but that man did not transfer.
Even if we get a half a stick of bubble gum, please, somebody take this man and watch. He's gonna go to someplace else and just start balling out.
He's gonna go to the Niners. They got $41 million cap. They love stacking up.
That's crazy to me. The Niners have $41 million in cap, but yet have like almost the highest paid positions.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. That owner's no joke. That's what happens when you don't pay a quarterback $200 million. You can pay every other position and still have money.
Yeah. And then let's see, we got the Colts versus the Jags.
Colts played really well.
I can't believe I have to say it. Richardson played well. He played well.
I have to back on my word, and I have to admit he impressed me. He didn't impress me.
He was pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie, especially against the Jags. They're coming into this season with very high hopes. I mean, the Jags played well too. Lawrence made a couple dumb decisions. He does every game, but
yeah,
they're trying to feed ETN more. He's a baller. Dude's nasty, especially when he can break free.
But Richardson got hurt at like the very last drive with like 56 seconds left. Some in his leg. I don't know what it is.
I think it was like a hamstring or some shit.
Yeah, but if that's the case, then, yeah, he might miss next week, but he might not at the same time because you never know with hamstrings. You never know how they're going to tell you to work with it.
Facts.
So I don't know. Anthony Richardson actually really impressed me, so I might have to change what I said about him. And I think
I'm not changing nothing off week 1.
Jags still win the division. Colts still not that great of a team. Jags are gonna be that team. They're gonna be nice. I think just the Colts came out and played a lot better than people thought they would, especially with Richardson starting as QB. Colts defense, I think, is always going to be up there as a really good defense, even though I think the Jags offense is just too good. They have too many weapons.
Yeah, dude, Ridley ain't missed a step, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck no. That man went crazy. What did he have? How many receiving yards?
Who, Ridley?
Yeah. I think it was close to like 200 or something, right?
No, he had 101 and a tutty on 8 receptions.
Yeah, he balled. They're gonna ball. They're gonna win the division.
Yep.
Yeah, without
Dougie P.
Doug P.
Shout out. That's gonna go crazy now.
That dude is a heck of a fucking coach.
That man finally, has the Jacksonville Philly team that he wanted. He finna go crazy.
Yeah. Man,
So,
that's nasty.
Yep. And then an absolute just piss poor performance from Pittsburgh.
No, yeah, like I said, I'll take 32 quarterbacks over Kenny Pickett. They can blame the O-line all they want. Yeah, it looked bad. Kenny Pickett sucks. Kenny Pickett is garbage. Pittsburgh defense
was insane, and I love it. I am here for it.
Steelers defense disappointed me too, dude. You can't, like Patrick Peterson talked all that crap before the game about.
Yeah, how
then you just go get burnt, and Purdy lights you up. Ayuk is on top, bro. I tried to tell everybody, especially if you're going into fantasy and stuff. Ayuk's taking that number 1 spot, dude. People are going to be looking at Debo all year.
Purdy loves Ayuk. So
yeah, dude, Purdy's nasty, bro. That injury didn't slow him down at all. That team, they're winning the.
He looked like he didn't even miss a step.
Yeah. Like I said, dude, they're winning the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah. My whole thing with
Purdy's
Patrick
like that.
Peterson is like, how are you going to sit there and be like, oh, Purdy has obvious signs. I'll be getting a pick, and I guarantee it. How are you going to talk all of that, but yet you get toasted by Brandon Ayuk all game long?
Yeah, nah, man.
Like, no, you don't talk that trash, but yet you can't back it up.
Yeah, it's just embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steelers just suck.
My question to Patrick Peterson is, how many tells were you able to find in Brock Purdy? Because obviously it seems like you didn't find any.
They were clicking on just all sides, dude. All cylinders the Niners were just snapping on. Defense, offense, the run game, the pass game did not matter. They were clicking on everything.
Niners are the number one team in the NFC right now. Simple as that.
Yeah, they're the best team in the NFL. Again, like I said, they're winning the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
I'm always going to hold on to that. Unless Purdy gets hurt again or something, there's no reason.
Plus, a good example of that was their defense. Like, what was it? Halfway through the third quarter, Niners had 199 yards or something of total offense. It was at some
199 to 1.
Yeah, and the Steelers only had 1 offensive yard.
Yeah. It's embarrassing, dude.
You don't put that much faith.
Breaking news. Aaron Rodgers diagnosed with a complete tear of Achilles tendon.
I told you that last night.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, dude. It's like I said in the group chat, that we might have seen the last of Aaron Rodgers. If I'm being honest.
The man had, 4 snaps?
Yeah. Like, dude, that's literally what ruined Kobe's career and stuff. And again, football is a way harder sport than basketball. Anyone can argue with me. I don't give a shit because it's no question in my eyes.
The hits that you have to take.
He's pushing 40 years old. That's already not an easy injury.
That's basically forcing him into retirement at this point.
Yeah.
But
the future is now, old man.
Yeah, Rodgers' ego though too. I'm not gonna lie. He's gonna want to come back and play, but dude, I don't know.
They're gonna put him on happy pills for next week.
Oh, he's gonna go start drinking that ayahuasca and shit. Dude's gonna go shoot up some of that Joe Rogan horse tranquilizer bullshit.
Yep. He's gonna get on the Joe Rogan Experience and talk about UFOs again.
That does suck though.
Yeah.
I'll lie. Well, Packers get a second round pick for him instead of a first now officially.
Well.
Rumor has it he sold on purpose just to fluke Green Bay out of a first round pick.
Don't matter. We got a third straight Hall of Fame quarterback.
We'll get to that game soon.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the Titans at the Saints.
This was surprising.
Both
Titans
teams
were Titans were underdogs. I had them winning. I'm surprised the Saints won. What an idiot fucking call. I don't even know if I can curse. What an idiot freaking call for a field goal.
That's what I said. Vrabel has no fucking balls,
you have
bro.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
You're down either way. Either way, you're going to lose.
What was the field position when they did kick the field goal? Because
they were in the red zone.
They were in the okay. Yeah, was it 4th and goal or something from the 2?
It was from I think the 7.
4th and goal from the 7.
I'm pretty sure it was the 7-yard line. They kicked 3.
Go for it.
That's what I said.
It was close.
If you miss it, they have to go 93 yards. I'm pretty sure you can get a stop when they have to go 93 yards.
But I'm telling you right now, Titans need to get rid of Tannehill. That's why they lost that game. 3 fucking picks and no touchdowns. And dude,
I already know D-Hop was mad. He was in the locker room cussing out Tannehill. I just know it.
I mean, dude, Tannehill was 16 for 34, bro.
Oh, God.
16 for 34 with 3 fucking picks.
That's below 50 completion percentage.
And you expect to win a game like that. It makes no sense. And I don't like that they gave the running third down balls, on the run, not to Derrick Henry.
No.
Why?
Yeah, why wouldn't you just
feed it? We get it. Derrick Henry is probably one of the best in the league. But that doesn't mean, hey, let's just give it to him every third down.
They didn't. That's the problem. They didn't give it to. They only gave it to him once on third down. They gave this other running back. What's his name?
Still waking up. But I don't know. It was just terrible all around.
Yeah, no, I'm sharp. It's ridiculous, dude.
Just a
I
terrible game.
can't.
I'm surprised the Saints won that. Who would have guessed it?
Michael Thomas somehow wasn't injured. So
Yeah, somehow he put up points.
Running
yeah, I
that
give it to
plan.
week 3, and then he's gonna have a little hurt toenail. So
Yeah, facts.
season.
Yeah, that game was just abysmal, dude. Both teams look like shit. I don't believe in either of them, like I said before the season. They'll both be terrible all year.
Yeah. And then let's see, you got the Raiders and Broncos.
This
How
went how
the-
everyone thought we were gonna go. It was gonna
How?
go.
Why the hell?
I told you, let's ride with the Raiders. Dude, the Broncos fucking suck.
How
Sean
the
Payton's
hell
an
do you
idiot
come
for
out
going for an
on opening
onside
kickoff and say, you know what, fuck it, let's onside it? Who the fuck does that anymore?
Because Sean Payton's living in his glory days.
He
Old
thought
and
it
needs
was
to be in a retirement.
2009 again.
Yeah, he's genuinely still living like it's 2009, trying to bring back some hope. It's embarrassing, dude. The Broncos just are not a good team, genuinely.
Yeah.
And I'm
All
not gonna
around
lie, dude. Jimmy G needs his fucking credit. Anywhere that man goes, they win.
He's a winner.
He might just be some game managing kind of guy, but he's a fucking winner, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude is solid, and he deserves his flowers.
Yeah. Yeah, dude's a winner.
That was awful. It was just terrible.
It's what I expected for the Broncos. I don't expect much to change.
Russell Wilson is still their quarterback, so
Just not. They're not going to do anything again.
yeah, they're going to be bottom in the AFC West again.
Yep.
But that means Raiders are at the top of the West currently.
Facts.
So
Who would have guessed it?
Nope. They better enjoy it because it won't last.
no. Chiefs and Chargers finna come stomping through.
Yeah.
And then we got the Eagles at the Patriots.
This was closer. This was a lot closer than it should have been.
The Eagles started off really hot. Their defense looked good. Their offense started to look abysmal, dude.
Well, I think it's because Belichick, being the amazing coach that he is, figured out what the Philly offensive playbook is. And that's 90% RPO.
Mm-hmm.
With, if you're going to pass it, you have one option. Jalen Hurts made some terrible passes. He missed like 3 open people because he wanted to throw it deep because, hey, like, fuck it, A.J. Brown is down there somewhere. No, you haven't. Okay, one of the best examples of this, there was a play. A.J. Brown was covered by 2 people. He was going across the top running a post route. Dallas Goedert was maybe 15 yards, was on the 15-yard line, wide open. The closest defender, no joke, was 10 yards in front of him. But yet you want to go to A.J. Brown, who's in double fucking coverage? What? Don't predetermine who you want to throw to. That's double. That could have been picked off and taken back.
No, I'm hip. Again, it's week 1, so I won't give them too much shit. If it keeps happening, though, they're just in a slump. They're on that Super Bowl slump.
I mean, their whole offense only scored 1 touchdown.
They should have put a 45 on the
only
Patriots.
came down to Jake Elliott.
Yeah. I'm hip. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like I said in the last part, I genuinely had this game at 41 to like 20.
Yeah. Well, you were right about the 20 part.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with Philly other than their defense. Jalen Carter's a monster. I believe in their defense. And dude, Mac Jones needs his flowers too. I'm not a Mac Jones.
Mac Jones, I'll be honest, Mac Jones outplayed Hurts.
I am not a fan of Mac Jones, and I've never believed in it. But this man's tossing to Plummer to put up over 300 yards.
Yeah.
And 3 tutties. Like, come on now. Against the Eagles.
They should have won. The Patriots should have won. Jalen Hurts fumbled the ball. It gave them amazing field position.
Yeah, it was not.
If the Patriots were just a little bit better with a better offense, they would have won that game. And
Oh,
Philly
facts.
would be at 0-1 way right now.
But I mean, when you're passing and you dead ass only have like 2.5 seconds to throw the ball because of Jalen Carter, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
And I'm dead set determined on this because I watched the whole game. Jalen Carter is more of a pass lineman, like pass defense lineman. His run, the plays that he did on the run, they were okay, but they weren't like, oh my God, wow. it was more like, oh, okay, you did pretty good on that one. No, it was only when he was passing that I was like, that man is horrifying. That man gives me PTSD. When they're running the ball, I'm not worried. Simple as that.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it'll only get better. Still a rookie. I think that dude's gonna be a beast. Already, looking like next level defender. O lineman or D lineman. So I don't know. I think his run defense is gonna come. Pass defense pressured. I mean, you've seen it like first snap in the preseason. Off break. So
yeah.
Defense for Philly looking nice. Offense, I mean, I agree. I think it's just going to be a Super Bowl slump. This game should have been a lot more one-sided.
I give Carter his flowers for pass rushing, but I really only see him as a pass rusher. Like, genuinely. That's really all I see him as. So
I'm not taking anything from Carter. His rush deep might not have been as good as his pass deep, but I mean, for week 1, he did something that no other D lineman has done in the past. I think they were saying 8 years. Man,
did Philly
led the league in freaking pressures as a rookie in week 1 for the first time in over 5 years. That is very impressive.
Yep.
I mean,
and again, he's only going to get better, like you said.
Yeah.
Like he really is. Like for week 1, like that is. And the Patriots did everything on their O-line this year. Their whole depth chart is damn near O-line because they wanted nothing but the best O-line. So you're going against the top O-line doing that. It's insane, dude. Yeah. Eagles defense is going to have to win them some games if Hurts keeps playing like this.
But can they even do that? Because, I mean, their rush defense was, like, pretty trash last year. And, I mean, if his – I mean, it's going to get better, but will that be enough? Like, their D-line is fire, but, I mean, they lost people in the secondary, and I don't think they picked anybody up. So, like, is their defense really going to be that good?
And Bradbury's not starting. I think he's out a couple weeks, or at least next week for sure, because they can't get him back for Thursday.
Okay.
Because they lost Gardner Johnson, and I mean, I don't think they made any signings for to replace him or on in the secondary. So I don't know if it's going to be enough to carry them.
Here's another thing with Philly that is like why I think they might also be in a slump. They lost their secondary. That's obvious. They didn't really lose anyone on offense. So what was this performance on offense?
A week 1 slump.
Yeah.
Bengals, Bills, Chiefs.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't take much away from
too
much when they play
with the
one just because of that.
So with the performance of the Eagles against the Patriots, so does Dallas from week 1, are we looking at Dallas maybe winning the division?
I don't know. I feel like it'll still be close because it's still week 1. But if they have if Jalen Hurts has another offensive slump against Minnesota,
it's an issue. I will 100% admit it is an
then
issue.
I'll genuinely say Dallas will win the division. But right now, I'm still iffy on the 2.
Yeah, I still have the Eagles. But if they come out and have a slump against Minnesota, I'll probably change my mind.
Yeah. So right now, it's still iffy, but we'll see in Minnesota.
Facts.
So. And then we got the Rams at the Seahawks.
Yeah, Mason called the Rams winning.
Yeah,
I saw the odds dropping, late in the day. So I just want to say I don't know what Vegas knows, but somehow they know because, like, I don't know what they know because nothing will change. Nobody's out, nothing happens, and you see just random odds drop like when the Panthers played the Bucks last year, the Bucks were so high and the odd dropped, I think, just a little bit, and the Panthers won by just maybe a field goal.
Yeah.
Maybe a point. So I don't know what they know, but yeah, I was surprised the Rams won. With the team that they don't have anymore, with everybody gone, with
to be able to put up 30 points without Cooper Kupp.
But that's what I'm trying to say too.
Yeah.
What do they have that's gone? Like that's what I'm missing from this whole
I mean, but their team is not really.
They just got everybody back except Cooper Kupp and Jalen Ramsey left. Ramsey was getting burnt all last year. I said that was a good move to get off of him.
I mean, okay, maybe not bad. Like they just don't seem as good. Like, I'm not saying they lost many people, but since they went to the Super Bowl, they just don't seem like the team that they were that year. Like,
all 5 of their stars were hurt all last year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, that's why I said, like, the Rams are going to come out and shock people because people are sleeping on them. I'm not saying they're winning this division at all. I'm not saying they're going to go to the Super Bowl or even win a playoff game. But people are sleeping on them. Like I said, Seattle's going to have a slump. Geno Smith, he came out last year, balled out. Nobody knew what to expect from him. He hasn't started since 2014 or something.
I will say Geno Smith had the clip of the year.
Yeah, when Donald rushed him. But, like, dude, like, Stafford balled out. He's still Stafford. He's just coming off an injury. He did that back in 2011 and honestly would have won MVP if it wasn't for Aaron Rodgers having one of the greatest seasons a quarterback has ever had.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford is a great fucking quarterback. And even without Cooper Rush, they're still hitting. My biggest thing with the Rams right now, they shouldn't have re-signed Akers. Akers sucks. 22 carries for 29 yards is abysmal. And your longest carry was 12. So most of your yards were literally pushing you backwards. That rookie they got, though, on running back is a fucking stud.
Who was it?
I don't even remember his name. It's like a Hawaiian name, I think. Let me check.
Wait, for who?
For the Rams.
I don't remember his name either, but just the whole 22 carries for 29 yards.
Oh, no, it's the receiver, the Puka Nakua.
Nice.
That dude's a stud.
Mr. Puka.
10 receptions, 119 yards.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that. Everyone's finna pick him up in fantasy now.
Oh, yeah. At least while Coop's out.
Just, if you're still going to have Cam Akers and you see him 22 carries for 29 yards, give up. Give up.
That's abysmal.
He's not, no.
Yeah, no.
He's not there.
It was. I expected the Seahawks to play better.
I was like 50-50 on him. So it was
like I said, this division is coming down between the Niners and the Rams. I mean,
they really don't have the Seahawks have no defense, so I mean that should have been expected. But I guess I didn't really know what to expect.
Arizona's gonna shock you when they go 15-1, buddy.
I would be shocked.
Yeah, but then we had an absolute shootout of a game. Dolphins Chargers.
Both defenses suck. Tua and Tyreek is just an issue.
I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I was kind of leaning Dolphins on that one. Some other people had Chargers. I don't want to say no names, but there was a few people out there was picking Chargers. Was pretty, I don't know. They were pretty heavy on Herbie, so they didn't want to believe in old lefty over there down in Miami.
Larry.
So. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't want to believe in Tua. So,
and then
I expected the Chargers to maybe stop manning Tyreek, but I mean, who am I? A defensive coordinator? I don't know football. I guess not like you put up 200 yards, but hey.
Yeah, that's another thing with Tyreek. He had 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, and you're going to continue to man up on him. My whole thing is like everyone now is like, oh my God, Tyreek Hill is amazing, but it's like Tyreek Hill has been like this since he came into the league. Yeah. But the only reason why nobody ever talked about it was because they were glazing Patrick Mahomes. They're like, oh my God, Patrick Mahomes. Oh my God.
And I just want to say, without weapons, and Patrick Mahomes is no Superman. So
yeah, but
that was
according to one of the announcers from the Thursday night football game, the Lions have an asterisk win. So
you see they used that last night too.
They used it last night. They were like, "Oh, here's an asterisk win because they missed a tripping call."
Like, bro, announcers got to stop with that dumb shit, bro. There's missed calls every game.
I put money on it. Bro. The reason he said that was because of what he said because of the whole Chiefs game. And that's the only reason he said the asterisk win.
Just abysmal. I'm tired of hearing announcers like that because you're just taking away from dubs, but you can't.
Now here's a guy who gets asterisk wins. So, but I mean, I don't know. I think the game was pretty good. The defense just
Tom Brady
were just awful. The defense.
Yeah, no, defenses sucked.
So
Fire Brandon Staley. He's the worst coach in the National Football League. He'll be gone by the end of the year. I'll put $1,000 on it.
will you?
Yeah.
You're that confident?
He's terrible. He will be gone.
All right. We'll see. We'll see about that one then. We got your game now. You want to do the
Jake fucking Love, baby. He's fucking money, bro. So I'm not gonna lie. First half, first off, mad flowers and respect to Joe fucking Barry, dog.
Mhm.
Dude was just nuts with the defense, bro. I think 38 stunts. Insane, bro. We only ran 6 last year. Lucas Van Ness is going to be a fucking problem, dude. I told everybody I love that pick. Fuck getting a receiver in the first round. All them Packers fans wanted to cry to their fucking mommies about it. Fuck that. We need to work on that line. And dog, Van Ness is an issue. We contain the shit out of Fields. And what did I say? Months ago, I said if we can stop Fields from fucking running, we can beat him. I didn't think we'd stop him from running, though, because I don't believe in Joe Barry. So I did have us losing that game. I'll admit. But Jordan Love balled out, dude. Everyone can try to say whatever they want about it. That dude has the most no-name receivers in the NFL, especially without Watson. Dobbs is limited. So you're tossing a Jaden Reed, a rookie, out of the second round. Wow, not a first-rounder. Samari Torre, Luke Musgrave, who disappointed me. I don't know why people are saying, oh, he looks so great. The dude had some absolute shit-ass fucking route running and just his ball vision.
Wasn't he the one that on the fumble recovery toss that he just ran backwards instead of?
Yeah, he stepped backwards 10 yards to catch it. You catch that in motion, you're scoring a touchdown with ease. Again, he's a rookie. I'll give it to him. At least he caught the pass. He'll get up there.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Love started off a little slow. I loved the fucking play. I think it was before half or right after half. It was 4th and 2. And Aaron Jones is running like an angle route or a Texas, whatever you want to call it. And we got 2 other people on the right side. And you can see the middle linebacker because they're running man. And Jordan Love's got all his vision to the right side. So the middle linebacker takes that, whips it to Jones real quick. Easy touchdown, dog. And even like the whole fumble recovery thing. 90% of quarterbacks in the NFL, especially I'd go as far to say 99% of quarterbacks in their first major start like Love is falling on that football and taking the sack. Yeah. That was an absolute vet play by Jordan Love to pick that up, run back, because he knows they're all coming in. I got 5 to 6 people rushing in on me. That dude's wide open down there. If I can get this ball off, that's easy money. And he managed to get that ball off on his back foot. Dude's going to be an issue, bro, and we own the fucking Bears. All that fucking shit talk in the preseason by them stupid fucks, all just to go out there and fucking lose.
I just want to – the Bears are who we thought they were.
Yeah, Justin Fields still fucking sucks. Y'all can blame your O-line. You can blame your fucking defense. You can blame your fucking coach. You can blame your dumbass owner. I don't give a shit. Y'all fucking suck. Justin Fields is a bitch. He sucks. He's ass, bro. He's fucking trash. The only thing I'll give him, though, I will say big kudos to him as a person, like off the field, because he helped Jordan Love's parents get better seats, unlike Patrick Mahomes, who had his fucking family like 3 miles high in the fucking stands. But Justin Fields as a person, you're a good dude. As a player, go suck a cock. You fucking suck.
So what I'm hearing is, and this is just my conclusion, the Bears are under new ownership?
Yeah, easy money. I said it last night on Twitter.
Fair enough.
And we just own that pathetic fucking franchise, and it's about to go on for another fucking decade.
Yeah, I can see that.
Again, I'm not going to sit here and over toot my own horn or whatever and say Jordan Love is the next Aaron Rodgers off one game against the Bears or whatever. But I am highly fucking impressed with what he did.
Yeah,
especially on 3rd and 4th downs, he was 7 for 9 for like 128 yards and a touchdown with a 158.3 passer rating, which is a perfect fucking passer rating. That's fucking impressive. Dude balled out. We got to utilize Aaron Jones more early on, though. I don't like that we waited till
Aaron
Sunday.
Jones looked really good. Aaron Jones looked really good.
I just hope he's good because he had that hamstring, but he'll probably bounce
Yeah,
back.
I'm
AJ
mad I
Dillon's
didn't pick him up
starting
in
to
fantasy.
AJ Dillon's starting to disappoint me. He was really good 2 years ago. He is really falling off.
He's not the quad father anymore.
Yeah, no, he's not doing it. He's not doing what he was. So I'm honestly highly disappointed in him. But defense, offense, I mean, we were clicking on everything.
I'll be honest with the whole going back to Luke Van Ness. I love that pick when y'all got him. I thought genuinely it was like I thought it was like pretty good because it was like not a lot of receivers were going. It seemed like at the beginning, so it was like okay, cool. And then you get to the second round, it's like there's still some pretty good ones up there.
Yeah, it was a deep draft for receivers, dude. That's why
I would rather get an edge rusher that I know, like if I'm going against scrambling quarterbacks, I want to be sure that he's fast enough to contain them, and that's what Luke Van Ness is. He's fast enough to contain Justin Fields. He was fast enough to pressure him. It was a great pick, honestly, and he balled the fuck out, like you said. So,
I just want to say again, the Bears are who we thought they were.
Yeah.
Facts.
They just suck. You set me up. You should have believed in your team more. You picked Bears, and my parlay failed.
I was a win-win. Because if they lost, I could have been like, "Oh, I seen it coming from a mile away. Can't shit talk me."
I'm not even gonna lie.
Tell me to believe in my squad.
I even had the Bears winning. But
we're beating Atlanta next week. There you go. I believe.
No, now they're gonna lose.
We'll see.
I'm picking Atlanta.
Well, wait till the odds shift, buddy, because apparently that's
4.5.
That's how you know who's going to win.
I think it's actually marked flat even.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really?
At least right now, yeah.
No.
Well,
now we move on to Sunday Night Football.
Well, no, we didn't talk about the Vikings and Bucks.
Oh no, we did not, did we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, 1 p.m. Kirk sold. He thought it was 4 p.m.
Baker actually did pretty good.
He game managed well. Justin Jefferson is leaving the Vikings after this year. Mark my words.
Apparently, I don't know if it's true or not. They might hold out now, him and Kirk, because they're both wanting contracts.
Kirk's not coming back. Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Viking next year. Everything's adding up exactly to have history repeat itself.
Yeah, load up on the Packers to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, in 3 years. Watch it.
3 years, yep.
Because I'm telling you, Favre went to the Jets 17 years after being with the Packers. Got injured. Oh, what's that? The Vikings need a quarterback? Brett Favre's on it. Vikings need a quarterback. Kirk Cousins leaving. Aaron Rodgers is on it. And then Aaron Rodgers is going to go do the same thing Brett Favre did. Year one, a little sloppy. Year two, put up like really good stats. Go to the championship, sell, retire. Next year, Packers win the Super Bowl. It's easy money.
Yep. You can't. The script writes itself.
It does. It's written in the stars, man. History's repeating.
Hey.
Yeah. I don't know. I think also from the Vikings game, I think Jordan Addison looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
Man is fast.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Vikings suck though. That's the
I'm surprised they lost.
You all lose the Bucks and Baker Mayfield. You're fucking trash. You guys might not even get second in the division, like I originally said. You might get third.
Yeah, Bears still in fourth.
Yeah, that goes back to the Lions winning the division.
Now I'm hip. Just an abysmal performance by the Vikings. They should be ashamed.
Their defense sold them.
Yeah,
their defense sold way too much. So
their offense sold a ton too, though. That's all around. The Vikings suck. It's all about them. They should have no hope for the season.
Kirk threw some pretty costly picks, one in the red zone. So
I just want to say on a side note, I forgot to mention, did anybody see the Jets owner's chain hanging around his neck?
The fuck out.
Yeah, that thing was like this fucking big.
Yeah. Somebody on Twitter,
they showed it.
That ice on Aaron Rodgers' knee or something.
They showed it on Hard. So yeah,
I was like, what the?
There's Dawson over there.
Man was iced out.
Yeah.
Now we move on to Sunday Night.
Boo! Boo Boo. The Giants are who we thought they were. The Giants. First of all, I just want to say I knew the Giants were going to be shit this year, and I said it earlier in the before the season started. We knew the Giants were going to be that good. They're not that good. The Cowboys, I just don't think are that good. I think the Giants are that bad. Fuck the Cowboys. Dak is not that good. The defense isn't that good. The Giants just fucking suck.
Huh? Excuse me, the defense isn't that good.
The Giants just suck.
No,
the
because
Giants
I'm
are
talking all my fucking shit. I'm talking all my.
We knew the
Every
Giants
single
were
ESPN
gonna.
analyst
We knew
had
the
us
Giants.
losing to the
We knew the Giants.
They
were
had
gonna
us
beat some
losing to the
ass.
Giants. I mean, granted, we were favored by like 3.5, but every single analyst had us losing to the Giants. Every sport fan and all that shit were like, "Oh, Dak's gonna throw 3 picks. Oh, Dak's gonna turn over the ball so much. Y'all are gonna lose."
They don't know anything. True sports
All
fans
the
know
Giants
Giants are
fans
going to
were
be
talking their
ass.
shit, thinking that they were gonna win. No, what the fuck happened? 7 fucking total sacks, 7 sacks, 2 picks. What happened?
I mean, yeah, the Dallas defense did what they were supposed to do against a shitty team.
Goose egg.
Because the Giants suck cock.
Oh yeah, now you're gonna find an excuse
Flash.
for them.
Flash, Giants suck. The Dallas did what they should have did against a shitty team. We knew the Giants were going to be good. They don't have anybody. They have Barkley and Danny Dimes.
Micah Parsons 6, Dante Fowler 6, Osa Odigizua 6, Dorrance Armstrong 5, DeMarcus Lawrence 3. That is how the defensive front should always look every fucking game. Every single game.
The Giants are just like if the Commanders are here, the Giants are like right here. Like we're about even. So for them to even think that the Giants would win is comical.
Everybody had the Cowboys losing. Everybody had the Cowboys losing.
That's off pure Cowboys hate. Look, I'm gonna give Dallas defense. I'm specifying defense and special teams.
I don't blame you.
I will give them their absolute flowers. Yes, it's the Giants. Yes, the Giants' O-line sucks. But they did what they were supposed to do and a little bit more, in my opinion. They did really well on defense. Offensive play calling was ass. Dak Prescott didn't impress me at all. Not a single thing against that shit-ass Giants defense. Overthrew a lot of passes. We'll see in the Jets next week how they compare on offense. Again, defense is going to eat them up. No Aaron Rodgers, Jets O-line sucks, so I expect the same absolute same deal to happen next week. Defense, genuinely. The
Cowboys got a good O-line. We know the Cowboys
history that we had a special teams touchdown, defensive touchdown, and offensive touchdown. First time in Cowboys history.
Yeah.
So if we can keep that up for like the rest of the season, I don't see why we won't make it to the chip. I'm not saying.
I mean, you're not going to keep that up for the rest of the season. I just want to say that you're not going to keep that up for the rest of the season. 1, 2, the Giants are awful. We knew that real sports fans would know the Giants were going to be shit. They don't have their O-line sucks. Y'all's D-line.
Didn't you say that the Cowboys were going to lose? Didn't you literally say that the Cowboys were going to lose? Yes, you did.
No. I had them. I had the Giants winning to see the odds. But I knew the Cowboys were going to win. I had them in my parlay. I had the spread, and I had the under.
Look, like I said at the beginning of the season, Dallas's real test comes in week 5. That's what I said in the beginning of the season. I said y'all would start off 4-0. I said it then, and I'm sticking to it, especially with Rodgers out.
I just want to say,
against the Niners, that's when I will seriously judge the Cowboys.
Now that Aaron Rodgers is out, I have us now winning against the Jets. So I'm not saying that I disagree. Just I need you to hear me out. I do agree one of our biggest tests is going to come against the Niners.
Yeah.
But I also do think that the Jets still have a really good defense. So I think it's also going to test the offense a little bit on that one too. But I think when it comes to the Niners, it's going to test all 3 parts of the ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Special teams, defense, offense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Next week, your defense is going to eat again, and I'm not going to be shocked about it.
Yeah.
O-line
is trash. Y'all, yeah.
Zach Wilson is Zach Wilson.
Yeah, no matter what.
Yeah, defense. I just want to see Dak do something and not overthrow balls.
I also want to
And
say that doesn't it
and
seem
this
like
is what I was trying to say to you during the game. You were saying that you weren't impressed. I was saying that I wasn't impressed either, but you thought that I was trying to make it seem like I was. I wasn't. I do agree, Dak. There were a few mistakes, few bad reads, some overthrows, but those are some of the things that you can fix easily
no,
throughout the
Dak
year.
would
And I'm
never
not
fix
ripping.
those. He was like that last year. He's gonna be like that this year.
No, it
He
is
still
stuff you can
can't
clean
read
up.
and he still
This is
makes
coming from a
bad
Konami fan.
mistakes.
You won by 4 points. Shut up.
First of all,
Against
it doesn't matter. It
Arizona.
doesn't play.
Against
Do the Giants,
Arizona.
Alexa? Does the Giants play the Cardinals
You
this year?
lost. You beat Arizona by 4 points, and they had Joshua Dobbs as their quarterback.
Alexa, stop.
What do you want her
Oh.
to do?
Do the Cardinals and the Giants play this year? I think they do,
Next
right?
week. Next week. they
Okay,
play.
bet that. So if
Yeah, the NFC
that's
East
a
is
more
one against
even,
NFC
yeah. If the because I know sometimes they'll
Yes.
like one team doesn't play. You know what I mean? One team, and the other team will. But I also
I
want
do
to say,
100% agree that
um,
the Commanders and Giants are on the same level.
and so the Cowboys did to a bad team what they should have did. One, two. Doesn't it seem like every other year the Cowboys and the Giants play each other? And it'll be like
Play
the
each other
first
every
game of
year.
the season that the like 1 year the Cowboys will blow the Giants out. The next year it's even. The year after that they'll blow them out. The next year it'll be like pretty close. I don't know. Because it
Look,
seems like a year ago the Cowboys and the Giants played like the first or second game and it was like 17-14.
here's what I'm also gonna add. Don't ever pay Daniel Jones.
No, yeah, easy.
Man is way
y'all-
too overpaid.
Facts. Anyone with a brain should have known that, other than Giants fans who wanted to believe. It's Daniel Jones.
Oh no, even the professional sports analysts think that.
I also want to say that
He's not.
just because the Commanders and the Giants are on the same level, don't think that shit's gonna fly in Washington, young buck. We're gonna hand you the L. Trust, at least one. It ain't gonna be no 40-0. We coming.
I can't. When do y'all play?
I think we play
when-
later in the season. I think
we-
play
we-
Thanksgiving. I think that's like the
Yeah,
first time
nah.
we play each other.
How's already 1-0 versus Dak? It's about to be 2-0, 3-0 maybe.
Yeah, it's like week 10. And
Yeah, I
then-
think it was more like Thanksgiving or something.
I think it is on Thanksgiving. That's gonna be what a treat.
Cowboys winning.
Everybody
What a
get to
treat.
eat. Hell nah. Y'all definitely not winning.
Okay, buddy.
The Giants are who we thought they were. You're not about to do that to no.
I'm talking all my shit because a lot of
You're not-
people,
you're not
90%
doing the-
football
you're not doing
watchers
that to
had
the
Cowboys
Commanders.
losing. So
You're not doing that to the Commanders.
okay,
Sorry. Hal's not letting that happen. Hal's a dog. We already beat y'all. We'll do it again.
okay, we'll see about that.
I love the
We'll do it again.
We'll see
do
about
it
that.
again.
Then. We'll see
We'll
about
do
that.
it. We'll do it again.
We'll see about
I
that.
love it. I can't wait.
And if the Cowboys win, I don't want you sitting up here going, "Ooh, I knew the Cowboys were gonna win."
That's exactly what I'm gonna say.
No, because we have
Exactly what I'm
video
gonna
proof
say.
now. We have video proof now.
You're gonna have video.
So do you want to go back on your word right now so you can save
will.
yourself the
I
trouble
will.
later on?
I will.
Okay. All right. Bet that. Bet. Now we move on. Game of the week, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Bills.
I didn't think it
Jets.
was gonna turn out that good. I stopped watching and turned it on and seen just enough to
Mhm.
watch the end of it, and what an ending!
Yeah, I know a lot of people turn that game off. I was
Yeah.
close, not gonna lie, but I'm glad.
I was extremely close, but I needed to watch it because of recording today. That was it.
that was a baller game, bro. Josh
Oh.
Allen had his mistakes, but again, it's week 1. I'm not holding.
He had like what? Apparently, this Jordan Whitehead for the Jets has
Yeah,
He didn't have in his entire career not a single season with 3 picks. One
Yeah.
game, 3 picks, and Josh Allen even fumbled 2.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know.
yeah.
It's like I
Bills
said
sold.
on Twitter, though.
Bills sold.
I had tweeted it last night that I cannot wait for Cowboys fans to make Josh Allen's mistake about Dak. And this morning, all my Twitter feed is just filled with, "Oh, if that was Dak, if that was Dak, if that was Dak." Tired of it. Josh Allen made mistakes. Josh Allen is the sole reason they lost that game 110%. But he'll
And I'm gonna say this. Okay.
Mhm.
If we're gonna be completely, if Dak had one turnover, yes, it would be talked about a lot. Okay. Because then they would compare it to last year and they'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, Dak's on the same record as last year. Right.
Mhm.
I do admit Josh Allen is a good ass quarterback. I do. But my thing with Josh Allen is I feel like he makes a lot of turnovers. He fumbles a lot and he
In the regular
throws
season,
picks a lot.
does.
I'm not saying that, Dak is better than Josh Allen or things like that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Josh Allen is like a major turnover machine, and I agree with you. He lost the game last night. 3 picks and a fumble is not going to help you win.
Mhm.
It's not.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is Josh Allen is a major turnover machine.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's not really talked about as much as it really should, you know?
I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. Go look at his playoff stats, and he's been
And I knew that you were going to bring that up. I'm talking about just in general.
You don't bring it up, it doesn't matter. It's like Matthew Stafford.
It's just
He threw, 18 picks in that year to the Super Bowl? Nobody talks about him because he succeeded when it matters. You can throw as many. It's like Brett Favre. Dude was known for throwing interceptions. The only time it got talked about was when it happened when it matters. Josh Allen doesn't throw them when it matters. Josh Allen balls out in the playoffs. He had one bad game last year, his first bad game in the playoffs. His other playoff runs have genuinely been on par with Bart Starr back in the 60s and stuff, which has been records held since then.
Mhm.
So that's why he doesn't deserve shit for it. As long as he wins and makes the playoffs and does what he needs to do in the playoffs, it doesn't matter.
And
But
that's
you can't.
and-
But you can't even really put that on Allen. I mean, he did what he needed to do to get his team in a position to win. Special teams blew that. Granted, it shouldn't have been as close as he did as it was with the fumbles. And the interceptions. They definitely could have hung more points on the board. He definitely made some mistakes, but I mean, regardless of the mistakes, he still put his team in position to win. And yeah, the special teams just blew it. They sold. So kudos.
If he didn't throw those picks, that game should have won if he would have made it. Also, though, what I'll also say, like I've been saying with the Bills, they will not win a Super Bowl until they get a run game.
Mm-hmm.
When you have no
running game,
you're forced to pass the ball the way the Bills are, which is another reason his picks are inflated and has more. They have no run game. Genuinely zero run game.
I admit that. James Cook is not going to lead your running back squad.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. And even last year, there were so many games where Josh Allen was the leading rusher.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. So it's like, of course he's going to throw more picks. He's forced to throw the ball so much.
I think the way that the Bills organize it, I think the way that the Bills organization sees it is like, okay, well, if we can't run it, we have Josh Allen, so they don't really feel like they really fully have a need for running back.
Mm-hmm.
Like they took Dalton Kincaid last year, first round. And then what did they do last night? They started running a 2 tight end set, like you said, when they could have gone a running back at some point, a good one, and have him.
I think they really should have made a push and gotten Jonathan Taylor. I really do.
Yeah.
If McCaffrey was on the market, I said they need to go all out and go get McCaffrey.
Yeah, but they won't.
Not him.
So they feel way too confident with Josh Allen as both their passer and their main rusher. It's just the amount of hits that Josh Allen takes because of how many times he runs the ball. It's going to affect him in the long run.
Oh yeah.
100%. So and he runs hard too. So I mean, he doesn't shy away from contact.
Yeah, he lowers his shoulder every time.
Yeah, that's going to take his toll.
Like yesterday, jumping when you're already like 8 yards away from the first down. Anyway, just go.
Yeah,
like that's how
he go down. He doesn't want to go down.
Yeah, that's how Burrow was getting hurt those past 2 years and stuff. That's just it's stupid. Like you got to learn to just go down and call it quits.
Yeah, and then another thing, and I tweeted about this last night. The whole I mean, I get it's for safety, but if you're just gonna do it, make it fucking 2-touch tackle at this point. Josh Allen had the ball in his hands. He was running. He got grabbed up by like 4 different people. He was still on his feet. Someone came in and punched the ball. As soon as they punched the ball out of his hands, they blew the play dead.
They did the same thing in the Saints Titans game.
My
Derek
whole
Carr had
thing,
a fumble and they ran it back, but they called it back because they blew the play dead.
my whole thing about that whole situation and calling the play dead, even when they're still standing up, I get, like I said, I get it's for safety, but it's like at this point, I can, if you Mace are running the ball, and I just come up and wrap you up, blow the play dead, make it consistent. Then
Yeah, no, I'm hit.
at this point, we're not even playing tackle, we're playing hugby, so it's I can't get past that. You're playing like a sport that involves hitting, but you're gonna call a play dead because he's getting wrapped up right now. That's it.
I
No.
mean, well, yeah. I mean, you're not gonna, because I mean, that's just gonna keep going on. Like then people are just gonna like start trying to punch the ball out, and then who know, like you know what I mean? This is gonna drag the play on. Like that could take, who knows how many more seconds, minutes.
But it was
You know
the
what I
minute
mean?
that he punched the ball out. That's when they called the play dead. It was literally the second he punched the ball out. He called
The way I look at
I
it,
mean, yeah, I can kind of see that, but
if that's how they want to play the game nowadays, whatever, like you said, you got to start making it consistent. But also, can we go back to 2007, the helmet catch with Eli? Imagine they called that play dead.
Yeah.
Giants don't win that Super Bowl. It's a game changer. I remember Dallas a few years back had a similar play where Dak Prescott was being held by like 3 people. As soon as he seemed to break off, they had blown the play dead. You could have made a play off of it. Now I get it. Like if there's like dudes hung on your back or something, give it like maybe like 5 seconds and then just call the play dead. Because I mean, yeah, you don't want him to sit there and snap his leg in half. But
like, okay, now this also adds into the same exact play from last night. Okay, he had 4 people wrapping him up, right? At that point, you're not going forward. At that point, you're risking an injury like Rodgers, basically. That point, yeah, I can see you calling the play dead. He's not going forward. Nothing's going to happen. But don't call it dead as soon as the ball gets punched out. Because what you're doing is you're changing the momentum of the whole fucking game.
Yeah.
He punched the ball out and he was going to take it for a touchdown. So that's my whole thing. Is like, if you're going to do it consistently. Don't do it like when something happens to where either that team or another team can get a really good turnover or a playoff. Because it's like you said, with Dak, he had 3 people holding him down. He broke out, was about to do it, and then they called the play dead.
And I'm hit.
At that point, you're ruining the momentum of that team.
Yeah, no, it genuinely does remind me, though, like the Saints-Titans game. Derek Carr had a fumble. They blew it dead because they thought his hand was in motion. Turns out it wasn't. The Titans would have returned it for a touchdown because he was already 50 yards downfield. Those are plays you can't call that dead. Let them play it out and review it.
Exactly. At least review it afterwards.
Yeah, because the Titans would have won that game if it was not for that. So you genuinely did just screw the Titans out of a win.
And the score would have been a whole lot different last night.
That's what I'm saying. You're genuinely screwing teams out of certain wins and scoreboards and stuff and stats. You can't do it. You just got to let it play through.
Exactly. I don't know.
But who knows? On the other hand, who knows? In real time, it all happened so fast and having everything to look at and keep track of where the ball is, where this and that and the other, and the clock, how long it is. Because I mean, let's just say maybe it is a couple minutes, maybe it is 5 minutes or whatever after the play is snapped that they have to blow it dead if there is a standstill or what have it. So I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pivotal. So I mean, I guess that's what comes with it. And that's why they review stuff. But yeah, maybe let it go another minute. Just to see how things play out. But they definitely do that. They definitely do that in pivotal situations. And bigger games, I feel like they let the things play out. But in smaller games that are kind of meaningless, in the beginning of the season. They'll call it dead. They
facts.
Whatever. If it goes into overtime, if they lose in overtime, if one team wins, then that's Yeah, the refs have a lot of bad calls. Everyone sees it. We see it every week. We've seen it for
Mhm.
seasons. So I
Fact.
don't know. I mean, it can go both ways. I definitely see Chris's point. So I don't know. It is tough to make those live calls, but
No, I'm hip. No, I
yeah,
agree.
I agree. Some teams definitely those are pivotal situations where games are won and lost, and a lot of refs have blown calls, and I mean we've seen
They've
it for
even
years,
ruined
but
Super Bowls because of those calls.
yeah.
So it's like we can't be the only 3 that think this shit. Again, I get for
Nah,
safety,
nah.
but when you obviously see that it's a play for momentum shift, don't call it dead because you bet on this team to win. Like,
They
what?
probably do. And I mean, teams and owners, refs, they're bound to have something in on it because,
They bound. It's bound, but
yeah, it just
I think
seems too
just the
likely.
game. But back to the game being played. I think last night it was so boring, and then I think what really turned everything around was that touchdown catch from Garrett Wilson.
That was incredible.
Yeah, I was
That
waiting to
was
bring that up. What a hell
dude.
of a catch.
There, I don't think I'll ever see another catch as good as that. That man had his eye on the ball the whole time.
And his
Yeah.
hand backwards like this,
Yeah.
to, like, push it forward.
Catch of
Yeah,
that's catch of the year.
that was the momentum shift that the Jets needed in order to win the game.
Oh, facts.
And then the Tyler Bass kick, doink off the field goal to go in and make it good.
Bro, that I'm gonna be honest, accuracy wise, it was a little poor. That man had enough leg to kick that shit from 80, bro.
Yeah.
50 yards, and that joint was about to go over the upright.
Yeah, that shit was pretty. That was a hell of a kick. Not
Yeah.
aimed well.
Yeah.
But
And then
I
overtime.
do want to say I saw some piss missiles from Wilson. I definitely want to say I saw some fucking lasers.
I think Zach Wilson,
Like that one to Lazard was a fucking laser.
Facts.
Zach Wilson is definitely a little bit better because of Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you can kind of see it too, and I mean that was a lot of talk coming out of camp, even among players and Wilson himself. So I don't know. We'll see what happens throughout the year. They got some talent, on there now. We'll see what Wilson can do, but I definitely was slightly impressed with some of his throws and decisions. So he came out and he beat Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is now 0-5 in overtime.
Yeah.
They changed the entire overtime rules for that team, and he's 0-5.
What a punt return, though, on special teams.
Oh, dude, that was – yep.
What a punt return. That – yeah. He put the team on his back.
Undrafted free agent to winning week 1 for your team.
Yeah.
There has to be no better feeling in the world.
Facts.
So I give Jets their kudos for being able to pull that game out without Rodgers.
What a way to end the first week.
Facts.
Yeah. And now we got week 2 coming up. Thursday, Eagles at Vikings. Or no, Vikings at Eagles.
They're gonna bounce right.
I mean, yeah, Eagles. I think Eagles win.
Yeah,
Vikings.
but I think we need to save this for the next time, though.
Because I don't even know how long we've been recording, my boy.
An hour and 13.
Nice.
Sports.
Facts.
So I think this is where we should end it off on.
All right.
Appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure to like.
Jordan Love runs the league.
Yes.
Yep. Jordan.
Commanders.
Cowboys on top. You know how it goes. Cowboys. And then you got Mace repping Harry Chess team. So
my back hurts.
Don't cry about it.
This is what a man looks like, buddy.
I'm sorry that I am still prepubescent. But like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications so that way you know every time we post. We are planning to do every Tuesday at noon for the review of the week, going over winners and losers, and every Wednesday to go over the predictions of who is winning and losing the next week. So be sure to stay tuned. We will be consistent this time. Big trust. So appreciate everybody. Everyone have a good day.
Yes, thank you guys. Bye.